Please welcome United States Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley.
Put them hands together. Keep clapping. We drumming.
To be in Worcester, feels good to be in the woo. Feels good to be with Democrats, feels good to be with Massachusetts Democrats. And I'm so grateful because thanks to the power of organizing and the trust of voters, I have the honor of serving as your Massachusetts 7th Congresswoman. And I get to serve in a 100% Democratic delegation. That's because of you. And of course, I get to serve alongside my brother and dear friend, Worcester's own Jim McGovern. All right. Now, Dems, I get it honest, as the kids say. My mother, Sandy Pressley, may she rest in peace and power, was a Democratic supervoter. She voted in every election and took me with her. And she worked many jobs to provide for us. But her heart's work was raising me and protecting our neighbors as a tenants' rights organizer. Now, my mother loved to talk politics and policy, and she loved to school me on things like Reaganomics. She'd say, baby, trickle down is breaking us all down. She taught me at a young age that she had an expectation that I would show up, lend my voice, do my part. She made real for me the impact of policies on our daily lives. She recorded the Clarence Thomas confirmation hearings and assigned me homework. After school, I had to watch Anita Hill's testimony. I still have those VHS tapes somewhere. And I still believe Anita Hill. My mother loved and spoke often of leaders like Jesse Jackson, Ann Richards, Shirley Chisholm, and Ted Kennedy. I can still hear her joy and feel her pride when I first shared with her that I had been hired for a congressional internship in the office of then Congressman Joseph P. Kennedy II. Today, I hold that congressional seat. And I carry my mother's lessons and expectations with me everywhere I go, from the Boston City Council to the halls of Congress. My mother, Sandy, believed deeply in the power of movements, the power of community, of collective care. And most of all, she believed in the power of us. We come from a family, a long line of letter carriers, educators, and first responders. People who believe in the dignity of all work, even when this nation pays them pennies on the dollar. I carry their stories too. I know so many of you in this room carry similar stories. Democrats, I may be an only child, but I found my chosen family in the trenches of campaigns across Massachusetts, in the small conversations over stale coffee, and cold pizza, the late night huddles in the back of the office. I absolutely love the strong bonds forged when we knock doors, break bread, and pour our hearts into campaigns. Family is on my mind a lot these days. I am who I am because of family. My dedicated mother and father, my husband and our daughter, and my chosen family. Family is everything. Each of you are here today because you know that our destinies are tied, that we are part of one human family. I wake up every morning motivated by a vision of an America where we see every child as our baby, and we see every elder as our loved one. We see them fully. We fight for their childhood. We are invested in their success, and we keep them safe. Now look, you all could have been anywhere else today, and so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for showing up. But that is, after all, what family does. We pull up in the hard moments. We bandage a scraped knee. We package up leftovers to share. We embrace each other. We drive our cousin to the airport even when it's out of the way. The work of building a movement is in fact found in those small moments of community care. For every major movement, every major victory that my team and I fought for and delivered, student debt that was canceled, the legislation we passed in the House to protect our TPS neighbors, the major housing bill we just passed, those movements started small and steady with daily actions. It started with neighbors checking in on one another. It started with organizers sharing rides and meals. It started with people opening up church basements, community centers, and kitchen tables to strangers in need. None of us can go it alone in this world. Whether by blood or by bond, we need each other. I'll never forget being at our daughter's 8th grade graduation and sitting on those bleachers and learning in real time that the Supreme Court had just torn away our right to abortion care. What was such a happy day for my family now unfolded against a backdrop of my daughter walking in the world with fewer rights than I had at her age. That is not the natural order of things. Now parents hustle and sacrifice so that our babies can do more, be better, go farther. We work hard to soften the edge of hardships, and we whisper promises into our babies' ears, hoping those promises manifest in our lifetime. Our daughter's about to graduate high school and turn 18. We are excited. We're excited to take her to register to vote. Come September, she'll finally be able to cast a vote for me in the Democratic primary. Hold on. That's if I earn her support. Because nothing humbles you more than parenting a teenager. But I can't get past a pit in my stomach that our daughter could live in an America where her voting rights are at stake. I tell Cora often that her future is limitless. She can do and be anything. I work daily alongside all of you to make this true because I don't want to be a liar to my kid. She deserves to have autonomy over her body. She deserves to access health care whenever she needs it, wherever she lives. She deserves to read diverse books and the accurate telling of American history. My daughter, she deserves to be celebrated for her melanated skin and her tight curls. She deserves to be celebrated, not tolerated. My daughter deserves, and we need her to make every dream she has, from law school to home ownership to joy, a reality. She deserves to be safe. But it's not just my Cora, it's all our children. It's all of us. It is Mary from Dorchester, who's worked for decades at a good job and raising her 2 boys. She's so proud of the home she owns, but she lies awake at night frantic that medical bills stacking up will rob her of her legacy that she has built for the next generation. It's people like Olivia from Greenfield who dream of going to college, the first in her family. She wants to work for NASA someday. She knows she's got what it takes, but she doesn't know how to get there. Sam from Worcester teaches 6th grade social studies, and he loves what he does, but these days, he spends his evenings away from his kids, driving rideshare to cover the bills. And Carla, a small business owner and entrepreneur who worries daily that she may be forced to lay off employees or shutter her doors entirely. Something's got to give. In every corner of our Commonwealth, our neighbors wake up with a dream and a fear, both competing for mental real estate. At the core of it, a simple question: how can I make this work? And the truth is, too many people are asking the same question and wondering, does anybody see me? Does anyone care if my family makes it? We are living through a chapter of American history defined by trauma and hardship, but we do not have to manage our way through alone. Those that aim to exact hurt and harm want us to feel small, disconnected, hopeless, and powerless, but we refuse. They want us to believe that stretching to pay the rent that's too damn high is a personal problem, not everyone's fight. They want us to believe that the struggle for voting rights is for Black folks in the South to take up alone, not everybody's fight. They want us to believe that abortion care and health care for trans kids are quote unquote social issues you can take up at your convenience, instead of a matter of life and death. Not everyone's fight. They want us to believe that the push for safe job sites and fair wages is for trade unions alone. Not everyone's fight. They want us to believe that toxic air and polluted water in a city you've never been to is a local problem. Not everyone's fight. But these fights belong to all of us. And we cannot go it alone in this world, and that is why we must show up and fight for each other like our own family, because we are one human family. And that is exactly why Massachusetts Democrats, when your neighbors are hungry, feed them. When your neighbors are unjustly detained, fight to free them. Our charge in this moment is to follow in the footsteps of freedom riders and fighters, to link arms with organizers in every state, every country where our siblings are denied their fundamental rights. These fights belong to all of us. This fight must be an intergenerational, intersectional, multiracial struggle for a better tomorrow. These acts of courage and community care are how we build a more just world. That is the best of Massachusetts. That is the best of humanity. People from every walk of life who choose each other again, and again, when it is hard, when it is uncomfortable, and when it is inconvenient. Family, unpopular opinion. We can't wait until Democrats regain the gavel or win back the White House to use our power. We already have power. Scared power is not power at all. We have to use our power right now. We have to stand in our power and stand in our truth. And we don't have to moderate our aspirations. We don't have to accept scraps instead of policy that meets the moment. Massachusetts, we have to lead. And we have to deliver democratic victories from our governor, Maura Healey, to every corner of this Commonwealth and across this nation. That is how we show up for our family at this moment. We pull up. We show up. We dig deep. Massachusetts Democrats, because of you, I see a way through and a way forward together. We will get to the other side. And we must, because change can't wait. Change can't wait. Change can't wait. Thank you.
Please welcome President of the Massachusetts AFL-CIO,